Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Hurricane Florence is on track to be the most extreme hurricane that ever hit the East Coast north of Florida. And there's over a dozen nuclear reactors in its path. Projections show several areas with several feet of rain and wind speeds around 100 miles an hour when hitting the coast. I'm going to show you projection maps, time frames. Take a look at this, will you? National Hurricane Center. This is the interactive map. Leave room for error. Current projections show that it hits the coast via major hurricane status. And the population area, there's over 1 million people out here. Over 1 million people have been evacuated. Also, I want to share this with you. The Atlantic, 4 storms right now. I don't even know if anybody's talking about this one northeast of Florence. These island states down here, Isaac is projected to go right over them. Helen is projected to go back northeast, so hopefully she'll stay in the Atlantic. But keep your eyes and ears open on this one right here. And then if you go around the world, let's go to the other side, look at this typhoon. Earlier it was showing wind speed, look at this, 106 miles an hour. 106 miles an hour right there. That's just south of Japan. Japan just dealt with the biggest typhoon it's had in 25 years. If you go to emergency maps right now, you can see dozens of weather-related emergencies that are either extreme or catastrophic, and it's just the norm. Because once again, you got 1,000 channels on and nothing's on. You can opiate yourself via television set. You can medicate yourself that way as a figure of speech. You just turn on the TV and just go. I mean, that's what most people do when they turn on the TV. It's a form of mind control. Television. What do you got for me today? I want some programming. Now look at this. Look at all these nuclear reactors that are in its path. South Carolina, North Carolina. And there's going to be a lot of rain in Virginia and Georgia and Florida. Now, fortunately, the reactors in Florida, this happened last year. Florida, some of these reactors were really close to the eye of the storm. And they dealt with it. They made it through. Let's hope the same here. Because North Carolina and South Carolina hasn't had to deal with a hurricane of this status since the 50s. Chesapeake Bay, Maryland, New Jersey. They just had a leak that was reported at Indian Point. Now, if you go right here, you just type in Charleston. Outlook worsens for South Carolina. Charleston as historic Hurricane Florence's furious wind speeds rage on. Walmart shuts Charleston area stores after South Carolina governor issues evacuation orders. Once again, beautiful out there. Also, I'm not wanting to live out there because there's just too many dang people. With that said, it's always good to be prepared, not scared. Also, check this out. The Halo flashlights. Bang! Is that just ridiculous or what? Check this out. Okay, so this is the low mode. That's the hypnotize mode. You want to purchase a Halo flashlight at gadgetswithleap.com. And that's the bright mode right there. Zing, zing, zing. So I just want to show you that. So check it out. So I had a couple broken links on the site. Somebody said, hey, I tried to purchase one of those flashlights. The link was broken. It's not anymore. So go to gadgetswithleap.com. There's a 50% discount on these flashlights. It's always good to have one of these in your bug out bag or your glove box or in your drawer. Always nice to have one. Now, I want to go back for a moment and talk about the nuclear reactors. Because not only are there nuclear reactors in the path, but there's also pig farms. Many areas that you wouldn't want to breathe the air from all the crap. Well, this hurricane, these winds are going to pick a lot of this stuff right up and just shoot it right out there. And I also wonder what it's like out there being on some of these major interstates and highways. It's got to just be a nightmare. If you've got any pictures, if you're a Leak Project, if you listen to Leak Project and you're able to get some pictures of the madness safely, please send them to leakproject@gmail.com. I'd like to report on it. Somebody sent me an email a couple days ago, said that the Walmart was closed and there was police driving around the building, making sure nobody got out of line. But it's very difficult to get water, food, and supplies at many stores now. Ace Hardware, there was a manager at an Ace Hardware store that said he's never seen anything like this. Business is just through the roof. I mean, if you're a construction business or a construction worker, sure, there's many opportunities to rebuild. It seems like this is every year now. If this is going to get worse, which it probably is, before it gets better, would there be a way to build? I mean, if you're going to live on the coast, I get the excitement. I get why people want to live on the coast. It's beautiful out there. The ocean is amazing. Even if you don't have a boat, it's nice to walk on the beach. But I don't like to go to a beach most of the time. There's just so many people there. If you go to Padre Island, that's a whole different story. You can go on the beach in Padre Island. You can drive your vehicle right onto the beach, bust out some lawn chairs, fishing pole, relax, set up a bonfire, have a good time. You know, you go to places like Virginia Beach or many of these beaches along the East Coast, there's just so many people there most of the time. It just takes away any enjoyment for me personally. But that's just me, and I'm an anomaly. You might enjoy being around millions of other people or thousands of other people. You might like it. So that's the good thing about everybody being different. But that's one of the nice things about the coast down in Texas. That's one thing I do love about Texas is the beaches, is you can drive onto the beach and you can just chill. There's places down by Padre Island National Seashore. You can drive for miles and miles and miles and make sure to go with other people that have four-wheel drive vehicles because you can get stuck out there pretty easy. But I'm divagating. Let's go back to some of these reactors that I would be most concerned about. I want to show you this map again. So the reactors that I would be most concerned about are the ones on the coast of North Carolina. Now, the number 2 there, it's because there's 2 reactors at one facility. And then South Carolina, obviously down here, Georgia. I don't know how extreme the rain and the flooding is going to be there, but these 2 here in North Carolina, I think are going to be closest to the eye of the storm here. Now, let me see this. Let's go. I think I already showed you guys this. Let's take a look at it again, just so we can get a comparison. I mean, look at that. The eye of the storm looks like it's right there. Type something in here. North Carolina nuclear power plants. See, Business Insider, 2 nuclear power plants are right in the path of Hurricane Florence. So you've got the Brunswick nuclear power plant. Let's hit map here. Marshmallow Man, we need you, man. So the Brunswick nuclear plant and the Duke Energy Sutton steam plant. Is that a nuclear plant or just a steam plant, though? This is the one that... You know, it's interesting. You read through, you got reviews, 13 reviews. So people actually write reviews about this place, or are they employees or activists? Like, man, there's steaming water with radioactive isotopes right on the coast, man. That's crazy. But it's okay. And besides, it's Bob's fault. Bob has an air conditioner, Bob has a car, and Bob is a consumer. And so are you. It's your fault too. Because you're a consumer and you're a human being. So you should be ashamed of yourself. It's your fault. Wow. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Be safe. And don't be scared. Just be prepared. Be the change you want to see. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, or if you've already hit the subscribe button, make sure you're still subscribed, because gremlins like to eat subscriptions. It's bizarre, but they do. A lot of people are like, Rex, I'm wanting to watch your live shows, but I'm not getting the bell. I'm not getting the notice. And I noticed that my subscription, I have to keep resubscribing. So that happens. I don't know. It's a gremlin glitch, and you just have to be aware of it. All right. Bob, is that 3D printer going yet?